Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a little toolbox tour for you. Just to start, my bottom box is not a Snap-on box. It's actually a Mastercraft box. I just peeled off the badge and put a Snap-on badge on just so I could fit in with everyone else in the shop. And my top is just a little Husky. I used to keep all my random stuff. And in the very top, I just got my battery brush, steel brush, my test light, some electrical tape, my random clips and little 10mm bolts for license plates and shit, and just some razor blades and a couple drain plugs. I just got a little torch lighter and a knife back there, a step bit set in the very back there. In the top, I just got some spare sockets that I never really use, a couple fittings. I got my feeler gauge somewhere back there, and my feeler gauge, just tread depth gauge, my battery terminal or wiper puller, some Teflon tape, just a spare rad cap I got laying around, and I got my ratcheting bit drivers, or whatever you want to call them. I really like those just for working in tight spots. So that's the top. I don't really got much in these drawers, just a couple of flyers, all my paperwork, just my work orders and some receipts I got, and just some spare sockets and random shit. I don't think I've ever used these, but yeah, this is just random crap I got that I don't feel like actually putting in my bottom box. On the side, I just got all my fluids. I just got multi-purpose, penetrating fluid, white lithium, and some brake clean. For the bottom, I'll start with the bottom drawer because it's probably the least exciting. Just got some vice grips, my digital caliper, just a bundle of zip ties, some socket rails, microfiber, and some diffs for my grinder, just a mask and some ear protection, and some couple spare cans of brake clean, white lithium, and anti-seize. And I just got my gloves and measuring tape and shit in the corner there. Next drawer, I just got my pry bars. I got my hammers over here. My 8-ounce and my 24 are Mastercraft, and my 16 is just a Husky. My pry bars, I use this pry bar the most. I don't even know what brand it is. It's pretty worn down, but it is thicker than my Tecton bars, which I kind of just like for the red handles. I use them every once in a while, but I use this bar the most. I got a little magnet back there just in case I drop something far down. Just a crappy 1/2-inch ratchet, and my breaker bar and my torque wrench, which is the Maximum one from it's just a Canadian Tire brand. Next drawer up is just most of my air tools. I just got my 3/8 and 1/2-inch deep sockets, the ones that I use the most on my guns. My 3/8 gun is a Cobalt gun, which is actually from Lowe's. I'm pretty impressed with it, I'm going to be honest. It's done me pretty good. I haven't run into any issues with it, and for the, I think it was 90 bucks that I paid for it, it's done pretty good. My 1/2-inch gun is this Snap-on. I love this gun, plenty of power. It's the MG725. Love that gun, use it all the time, obviously. I just got this little electric gel just for zipping out like seat bolts and random shit once I crack them, or doing like trap doors for oil filters. And I just got my little socket adapter on the end. And then I just got my tire pressure gauge, which is also from Canadian Tire. It's a digital one. I really like it. And I got my 90-degree grinder, which is also from Canadian Tire, but I mean, it works really good. I haven't run into any issues with it yet. I've had it for about 6 months, using it pretty often, so it's done me good. And just my blowgun in the corner. Next drawer is my screwdriver drawer. So everything in here is pretty much from Canadian Tire. It's their Maximum brand. I have yet to actually break one. Well, I've done a number on a few of them, just using them, just hammering on them for certain stuff, but I haven't broke one yet, actually. These are all my Phillips. I just got one snap-on one here. All my Phillips. I got my picks. They're Husky picks. I got my little micro screwdrivers. Some little pocket flatheads. I also got my orange snap-on pocket flathead, but it's in my uniform right now, and just my valve core tool. Got all my flatheads. Got this little clip remover tool, whatever you want to call it. Pretty handy. Just a spare set of picks in case I break one of my Husky ones. And just my Robinson screwdrivers. Really have never used them, but you never know. Might need one day, so I keep them in there. Next drawer up is all my wrenches. All my wrenches are pretty much Mastercraft, except for my ratcheting wrenches that you can change the direction on. They're from a local hardware store. Close to where I live, I got my offset wrenches, my stubbies, my regular wrenches that go from 6 mil all the way to 24. And then I got my couple line wrenches here. These ratcheting ones where you can change the direction on them. And just my flex head ratcheting wrenches I got from 10 to 18, and then I got a 3/4 which I use for a 19, which seems to be doing the trick. So yeah, that's my wrench drawer. Next drawer is my sockets and ratchets. Pretty much just got the basics, you know, 36, 32, 30, oxygen sensor, the spark plug sockets. I got some Allen key sockets, a couple assorted Torx picks. I think it's from 30 to 55, and my Allen keys go from 3 to 10. These are my universal sockets. They're 3/8, the impact grade ones. Use them lots, they work great. And just my regular sockets, I got my 12 points. It's a little bit crammed in here. My 12 points, my regular shallow 3/8 sockets, my deep 3/8 sockets. These are actually a DeWalt brand. I actually really like these sockets. I use them a lot. And then I got my 1/4" deep sockets. I don't actually have a set of shallow 1/4" sockets. I just got these ones. They go from, like, I don't know, I think I got 6 or 7 to 12, I think. I might just be missing a few. And then I got my 3/8 impact sockets. I got some stubby 1/2" impact sockets, a couple of universal joints. I got a 1/2" and 3/8. I just got this, it's just a snap-on 32. I just use it for oil filters on, or the cartridges on GMs. Here I got my long snap-on 3/8 ratchet. Really like this ratchet. And then I got my wobble extensions. These are awesome. And then I just got a friggin' load of adapters and extensions, and just in case you never really know. Now my ratchets. I got 4 1/4" ratchets. These ones are just Mastercraft. My swivel head ratchet is a Husky brand. Really like this. Use this ratchet lots. And then my other one is a gear wrench, 120 XP, my 1/4" one. I did a review on the 1/4" and my 3/8. Love those 2 ratchets. And then the rest of them, I got like a Mastercraft one, or this is a Maximum one actually, 3/8 flex head. This is another Husky one, like the 1/4", but it's 3/8. It's a swivel head. This is a Maximum 3/8 ratchet locking flex head, but it is extendable, so you can actually extend it out. I actually kind of like this ratchet. I don't use it a heck of a lot, but it's kind of a cool concept. I don't really trust it a whole lot, but I got it in my drawer just for shits. This is my favorite ratchet, my gear wrench 120 XP. I've been using this thing lots recently. You can see it's nice and long. It's a long ratchet. It's not quite as long as my snap-on 3/8, but it's done awesome for me so far. Right here, I got a few sockets that these 3 sockets I use a lot. These are this is a Snap-on 8. It's a Allen key socket. My deep 10 mil, which is a 3/8, and my shallow 14, which is 3/8. Now these four sockets here, they're grip tight sockets, so I don't have any like flank drive sockets or anything like that. So whenever I run into a rounded nutter bolt, I use these. This goes from 10 to 14, and these do really good. Actually, I was really surprised with them. They do a good job of grabbing onto rounded nuts and bolts and stuff like that. So that's my socket and ratchet drawer. This is probably my favorite drawer. And my top drawer is just all my pliers. Most of my pliers are channel lock. I really like channel locks, except for my 2 long needle nose and long angled needle nose. Got my big channel locks in the back. Just these pliers I don't use a heck of a lot. I do use these a lot, my mini ones. These are Mastercraft too. Just my needle nose, some cutters, and some 90-degree needle nose. And the bottom row here is the ones I use the most. These are my Knipex Cobras. I love these pliers. My mini oil filter pliers, just some tiny channel locks, just pliers and pliers, some cutters, needle nose, angled needle nose, and my wire strippers. So yeah, most of them are channel locks. I really like channel lock pliers. They've never let me down. So yeah guys, that's my toolbox. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.